hard to describe the level of excitement that we get when we're way out in the middle of nowhere, but we stumble across an almost complete cabin, just like this.
Yes, now, we're not going to give out the location of this cabin. It is well known and well documented. However, we would appreciate that if you know where this is, please don't put it in the comments. They are getting vandalised, which is such a shame. So we're going to keep it, I guess, a secret.
I will never understand what goes through people's minds and what makes them think it's okay to vandalize something that doesn't even belong to them.
Yeah, it is crazy. So this cabin, I believe, is the newer of the two cabins. This was built sometime after 1912.
Oh wow, okay.
And I think this was the guest cabin. We can go in.
After you.
Okay. Oh, quaint little stove.
Oh, that's nice.
So as I said, this is the newer of the two cabins, and I believe this one was built for guests.
Right.
I'm not sure on that, but that is what I read.
And that's why it is just so cool. There's the little things. I mean, the windows, they do still have some screens in them. I know one over here is busted out. Like we said, there's volunteers that are coming up that are working so hard to keep these places intact for people to come and enjoy.
And not just that, these are life savers. I mean, you've obviously guessed, we are in the heart of Death Valley, which is so inhospitable. If you got stranded out here, your car broke down, or you got hit in a storm, this cabin or these cabins can save your life. That's why it's so important to keep them up and to stop vandals and people coming in and stealing. So we close it up as we found it. And take a look at the next cabin. So this, I believe, was built by Mormons, the Mormons that came through in the 1850s. But it wasn't until 1912 that the known gentleman, I'm not going to give his name out because it will give away the location.
Right.
But he came here in 1912, set some mining claims. He kind of rejiggled it.
Oh.
So I said this one, I believe, is the one that was built by Mormons. And the guy that rehoused himself here back in 1912 stayed here until 1944, and he died penniless. True story.
Oh wow.
And this cabin then was taken over by a couple of, or a lady who continued mining the area.
Yeah.
And then when she couldn't cope with the mining anymore, it became deserted. The park took it over, and volunteers have kept it up ever since.
Yeah, which is, like I said again, just reiterate, it's really cool to see. I mean, they brought in table and chairs. Little refrigerator, obviously, to keep perishables and things that you don't want any rodents to get into. But it's really clean.
Well, yeah, and this actually isn't rat proof because it has got a few holes.
Yeah. And it's cool. I love the old like newspaper clippings, magazine clip they put on the wall here. Those things just, I love it.
Someone's put up here Wi-Fi code.
Oh, nice.
And you've got like an emergency blanket, emergency drinking water. You've got a flag here. Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing. These volunteer cabins, you can stay here. And what you do is you put the flag up to say that the cabins are occupied. And then when you leave, you take the flag down, fold it up and put it away.
Yep.
And you always leave it cleaner than you found it. And also, if you've got any tinned food or food that is non-perishable, it's nice to leave it for other people just in case.
Those that may be in need.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Oh, look at this little wall. It's got an old grandfather clock, a picture and a cupboard. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is neat.
I guess that was just a cupboard. A little bit of rat poop. Let's see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, a rat's nest. We won't open that one.
Cool. All right, so we'll see what's next.
Oh, photo. Cool. Lock it up.
Here along the outside of the house, just came up to kind of scope out everything else that's here. And then it's got this, like, maybe it was an old shed workbench. Nice barbecue pit in here, so this is a cool place to come hang out and camp.
Yeah, nice little steps. And these, I believe, are fig trees. And the guy that came here in 1912, he planted these fig trees and other plants. And there's a natural spring, and there was a complete irrigation system.
Oh, wow.
And of course, no trip would be complete without a trip to the loo, if I could get it open. Oh.
You gotta pull that real hard.
It needs a man's touch. Ah. And there you have it. The loo, the outhouse, the privy, the dunny. Very clean. They've even left some toilet paper and some hand sanitizer.
My work here is done. And the last piece of the puzzle that makes this place so very special is the natural spring. And again, just a nice, short and sweet cabin explore.
Yeah, and I know it's going to pee some of you off that we haven't given out this location, but the volunteers that take care of these cabins, they get so fed up with vandals coming up and destroying the place, and they are well documented. And if you are really interested in coming to see this place or others that we don't give out the location of, then all you have to do is Google and do a bit of research. We did.
Yep, that's how we find this place. And also just keep in mind, the volunteers that do keep these up, it's on their own time, their own dime, wear and tear on their vehicles. It's a hellish road getting up here in some spots. And they do that constantly just to make sure that these places are upkept so people can come and enjoy them. So our hats are off to those people. Thank you very much.
And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure. Bye.
Bye.